Hi, everybody. Guess what time of year it is?
Um,
B4.
Yes,
Spring.
continue.
before
It's
before-
pre-3!
Ah!
Okay, so yeah, E3 is right around the corner. We have been doing all sorts of discussions on our selves.
on our not to each other. We've been discussing to each other.
So yeah, as of this going live, we have like two more episodes before E3. I think there's like there's like almost a week before the show. That's weird to think
Yeah.
about. Yeah,
We're gonna record the episode where we make predictions, and by the time it comes out, everything we will have said will have already leaked.
yes. So yeah, we have a discussion going up this week on third parties, and then we'll have our predictions show a little bit after that. So, but before then, I want to do like sort of a Smash Brothers wrap-up video. Sort of do a little thinking, try to make some bold predictions and all that. But before we do that, I'm very sorry, everybody, but we're gonna have to do some maths. So, let's. Oh wait, that's the wrong window. So let me take you back. Got to go back to the past to 1990, the late 90s. I forget if it was 98 or 99. I think it was 99. But this little game called Super Smash Bros. Comes out, and it has these 12 characters. Look at them, they're beautiful.
Oh,
So that's 12.
Mario and Donkey Kong and all your funny friends.
Yeah, and the rest. So, fast forward to like 2-ish years later, we get Melee. That adds another 14 characters. That's going to be 26. And this is counting Zelda and Sheik separately, as you can see.
Oh, okay.
Now, years later, 2007? 2008. Early 2008. We get Brawl. And we had a bunch of characters. There are 18 new characters. That's counting Pokemon Trainers 3 because he's a cheating bastard. But we also cut a bunch. So, we cut some. So let me just, here we go. Penalty box. Some of these characters are going to have to go. So who was even cut from Raw? So we got Dr. Morrow, you're out. Bye. Pichu, get out of here.
No.
Young Link, gone. Mewtwo, sorry man. Roy, good riddance.
Don't you dare!
So they're in the penalty box. What
They
we
put up
got?
a good game, but I do think this is for their best interest to be
Yeah.
out
So
of the game
that's
for a little bit.
plus 18 minus 5. That's plus 13. So that's how many? 29? Is that right? Is that the right amount of characters
Yeah.
in
The
Brawl?
math matches.
Something like that. Okay, now the game we
Jess
all
is
know and
39.
love.
Jess says 39 very adamantly.
Okay. So the game we all know and love. Go around to. I missed 10 before. Okay, I didn't miss 10. So it's 39. Okay, I knew it was wrong. I typed 16 and 20 instead of 26. Thank you. That's why it felt wrong. All right, so shoot. So now we get some more complicated formulas in here. Point is 17 new characters, again counting me separately. Plus, Dr. Mario gets to come back. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, but we're
And-
still cutting more. So Snake. Sorry, mommy and daddy won't stop arguing, so you're gonna leave. These 2/3 of Pokemon Trainer out. Lucas is gone for now. Who else?
But only for
Oh, yeah.
now.
And Wolf. So that's plus 12. That gives us like what, 52? So far look
believe
at
it.
look at the spread. Plus 12, plus 14, plus 13, plus 12. That is remarkably consistent growth. Looking at, if
That's
we were,
the end of it, right?
oh yeah, and then there was DLC, but like who cares?
Oh.
Got 4 new characters, and then we got like Mewtwo's back and Roy. Here you go, Jay. Congratulations, and you.
Can you could you put them back into their respective original?
I could fine. Where are they? They here? I think they're over here, like in this whatever. Okay, and then. Oh wait, so that's sorry. 59. So that's plus 7. So DLC kind of changed things up a little bit. But if we're going at launch, we're looking at around 12 to 14 new 12 to 14 more characters than the last game. And that's kind of where I want to put this discussion. Is can we come up with about 12 to 14 new characters?
But if we go over, we have to cut.
Oh wait, I forgot to cut out the ice climbers. Bye. So, and there are a couple rules. One, we can bring back veterans, but they count as, you know, adding to the roster. And we can add more than that if we cut characters. So this is where I want to start. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is screw you, people in the chat, saying I forgot to do out the ice climbers. They're coming back. That's what I think is going to happen.
That was going to be my first pick.
Okay.
Pick, it being somewhat of an unintentional pun. You think about
Yeah. Well, they use mallets. Are there any other veterans we want to come back?
Well, not for now, but let's
Okay.
see. If
Well, they'll
come
be
back.
here when we come back. Okay, so now we gotta talk about some other newcomers. Are there any characters who you think are like, oh yeah, they're absolutely gonna be in there? No doubt. No doubt
I can
about
think
it.
of one.
Who's that?
Jake, can you think of the same one I'm thinking of?
For someone to come back?
No. A newcomer that we're definitely 100% going to get.
Dixie Kong?
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
Springman.
Oh, yeah,
I'm-
Springman.
I'm actually not as convinced about Springman, mostly due to timing, but sure, we can put him on there. Where did I put his picture?
the dugout.
Here, copy, paste. There's Springman. I anticipated you bringing it. So that's Springman and Ribbon Girl because hashtag feminism. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you brought up Dixie Kong.
Yes.
Dixie or K. Rool could probably happen, but for now, we'll say new Donkey Kong character, Dixie. Boom, she's in there. Look at her.
I mean, or Cranky Kong. But
Or
I guess
Cranky
I'm
Kong.
Or
thinking-
Cranky.
Oh, right, obviously. We gotta have the Crankster. So, no, I'm kidding. Get out of here.
Ah,
I mean, he did just go into Mario and Rabbids, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
there's
another
a
one.
Cranky Rabbit. Okay, and
Do we want to?
oh, by the way, I definitely am taking suggestions from the chat as well. So if you have ideas, throw them out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, this one
Well,
is
speaking
live.
of Mario plus Rabbids, do we want to put maybe an Ubisoft character in here?
Could do you want to put We could put Rayman or Rabbids or
Rabbid. Well, I feel like
Assassin
I feel
Man.
like Rabbids are more likely, but Rayman is more wanted.
It's a tough thing. So here, I have Rayman prepared. But, oh,
Hello.
stop doing that. Stop that. And you know what? We'll give him a buddy. So like, we'll just put him like there.
Okay, thank you. He's too big.
You're too big. It's
Scary
too much.
size.
Okay, hang on. Actually, I'm gonna adjust their position so that they don't look weird. Okay.
Now he's just petting it.
Yes, he's petting the rabbit. It's a dangerous game he's playing. It's very brave to be that near a rabbit. That thing will bite your face off.
Right.
All right, so
Well, we're
right.
almost half out of slots already.
Yes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At that point, I would like to ask for Wolf to come home.
Okay, so you want Wolf. All right, and we're gonna put him up here just so we can. In fact, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we're gonna put our upper limit at 14, let's have Game & Watch here be blocking the way here. Just
Okay.
holding up his little stop sign, imagine.
Yeah.
So once we get up to Game & Watch, we are gonna have some problems. Now, some of the people in the chat are talking about cuts, if we want to cut any characters.
I don't want to cut any of them. They're all beautiful children.
Because I know we have I think this guy. It's a control, control, and where's the other one? There. So these
No, I
are
can see this being
potentially
considered.
cut. I think character becoming alts factor in the equation. So yeah, remember these three characters all started off as alternate costumes and then became clones sort of at the last minute. So I don't think they're going to be super high priority for coming back. Especially, so I'm going to throw out first, before anyone else, Lucina getting cut. Before any other Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, well, that's fair because you want to clear up the Fire Emblem
Yeah.
roster itself.
Cut out, Nada says, cut out Dr. Lies, Pitu, and Girl Marth.
Yeah.
Pitu. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get rid of Pitu. What? Pitu.
Oh, we're not like
disgusting.
spitting like patooey. That's not what we're saying.
Bluey,
No. So now we can move Game & Watch back to
Bluey,
slots.
Patooey, and the Gooey Kablooey. Ryu, refresh my memory on that one. That's 1, 2. So yeah, we can move Game & Watch back. Alright, you have sated him for now. So that gives us a lot more room. I'm going to leave Dr. Mario where he is for now, because, I don't know, screw you. Hamster
He has
Huey and
the
the Gooey
actual good
Kablooey,
move.
thank you.
Yeah. He doesn't have the flood. He can stay.
Alright, so I'm trying to remember the discussions that we had. So I think the first one we had was about Mario.
Yes.
Do we think we're going to get another Mario character?
No, I don't think so. Well, okay, there could be Toad and Waluigi are the two that I think would be the highest to consider.
Okay, so that's why I have a dugout over here. So I'm going to put Waluigi sort of in the, that could happen. We'll save him for later. And, you know, I'm going to put Toad in there as well since you brought him up.
You just want to go? You just want to go in the order of our Let's Chats?
Sure, yeah, like since we're there, what was next? I think we talked about...
We talked about Pokemon next.
Pokemon, yes. So I think it's pretty darn likely that we could get a new Pokemon character. Did we decide on most likely?
Decidueye?
Decidueye, I think, was the consensus of most likely.
Okay. Yeah, I think if this year's Pokemon game was going to be Gen 8, then that might have changed things, but since it's a remake, I definitely think he's going to be looking at Gen 7. For Pokemon characters. So yeah, I think Decidueye is probably the most likely. I've also heard, I think we also brought up Incineroar, and I've also heard some suggestions of, who does Rockruff evolve into? Lycanroc.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can put him in the dugouts if you want. I don't see that as.
But I think if we're gonna get one Pokemon character, I would think Decidueye would be the most likely. I think the reasoning was that both Decidueye and Lycanroc play pretty big in the anime right now.
Yeah.
I think Decidueye is probably a little bit more
And
popular.
that's also probably the reason why Greninja would stick around. Is just anime prominence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one could argue that Smash kind of made Greninja, since he was included before the anime had gotten to that point.
Yeah, and that's right. Sakurai made a moveset for Greninja before Greninja was really a thing. I was telling this story to the chat a little while ago of how Sakurai says to Game Freak, "Hey, I'm making a Smash game. Do you have any like new Pokemon you're working on that could be cool?" Like, and Game Freak's like, "Yeah, here's concept art, like just the rough sketches of the 3 starter final evolutions." It's like, I like this Frog Ninja thing. Here, let me crank out an entire moveset for this thing in like a couple of hours. And yeah, that evening he made an entire moveset for Greninja using nothing but like a little bit of concept art.
I see a good comment in the chat here that I'd like to read.
Yeah.
At Wander, question. With Eevee being the starter for the new games along with Pikachu, do you think Eevee could move up to being a playable character?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good one. Because I love Eevee.
Me too, yeah.
What would their thing be, though?
I mean,
Yeah, unless you could get Flareon and Jolteon.
Because, like,
and
Eevee's
all his
whole
funny friends
thing
in
is
there.
that it has a bunch of different evolutions. I could see, I mean, it wouldn't be true to Pokemon, but if it had different evolutions as a stance change. Because without the evolutions, it's just a little fox that tackles people.
Yeah,
It doesn't really
I
have
don't-
any unique moves or abilities like Pikachu does.
I could see it being like just a summon or a temporary evolution, like you do a side smash and then you become Jolteon and then you go back to Eevee right after, or something like that.
Or like, yeah. I mean, I think Eva's a Pokeball summon right now.
Man, why don't we get questions like this for our main series podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm going to look up. Just because I really liked that question, and that's, with the recent news, that's a pretty good suggestion. I'm going to put copy image. Oh, wait, can I get a thing?
I can get you one in a second. I got one for the Nuzlocke.
Here we go. I found a good one. Copy image.
Oh.
There we go. I'm going to put you in the dugout. That was a good one. Thank you for that question. That was Luminous Umbra. What is this music?
I literally.
Oh,
do
this
not
is
know.
the potion shop from Wind Waker.
Oh!
I've tried to trying to remember what if I gave him a weird voice or who gave him a weird voice. Enemy. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Eevee is adorable. I love Eevee. Cutest Pokemon. Don't at me, but also fight me. All right, what was our next discussion?
We
Breath
did
of the Wild.
right after that. We did an episode about Breath of the Wild.
Okay, I realized that we talked about Breath of the Wild, but we never talked about like other Zelda.
Right.
Like, there's people talk about Impa and Tingle and Midna.
It's just that Breath of the Wild is such a game changer just for the entire
I
industry.
know, and we know
I
that
feel like
Link is going to be based on that.
it'd feel weird to go back to Midna without having represented Breath of the Wild. But
Yeah, I mean, there's Hyrule Warriors that kind of keep some of those characters relevant, but that's nowhere near Breath of the Wild significance.
but the character that we wanted most in Let's Chat from Breath of the Wild was Urbosa.
Yeah, so I could just put general new Zelda character, or I could specifically put Urbosa, if you want to put money on that.
Let's be bold. Let's use Urbosa.
You're okay, we're going for it. We're gonna say Urbosa.
Rosa.
Ubrosa.
Ubrosa.
Yeah.
Verbosa.
Yeah. We also then talked about throwback characters in the same episode.
Right. Oh, I just want to address something. They're talking about Impa. Yeah, sometimes she's a warrior. Usually she's an old lady. In Breath of the Wild, she was the sort of the crone archetype again. And since that's what they're drawing from mostly, I feel like probably not super likely Impa to be playable.
In addition, very similar abilities to Sheik.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have to be, but honestly,
But again, you guys should be sending these questions to our main series
Yeah,
so we can discuss this with the whole group.
Skyward Sword Impa was like a color palette or even a full-on alt for Sheik, that'd be cool. All right, we talked about retro characters. Oh, it's right. I think we agreed that Takamaru is probably the most likely.
Yeah,
put more
that's
in there
that's
here.
we fell on.
Okay, so we're gonna put Takamaru up here, and I'm gonna put my main man, Excitebike, in the dugout. Okay, because I still have a feeling that Excitebike could be playable. We're saying
Gomez
Prince
says,
Sable.
Yeah, Prince of Sable. I would love. He's broken into my top 5 since we did the episode, but Dugouts is the best we could hope for on this one.
You know what? Sure, I will. Wait, do I? Okay, yeah, he's here. You can't see it, but I have another screen that's full of stuff. Okay. All right, what do we talk about next? Two Waluigis.
The next thing we talked about was Super Mario Odyssey again.
Oh yeah,
So,
because good lord. I think we're talking about more stage or items and things like that, and like
right.
Cappy.
We all love Mayor Pauline, but she ain't a fighter.
No. He's a lover, not a fighter.
We could skip on to the next conversation after that.
No,
which was
take it
Kirby.
back. She's a leader, not a fighter.
Yes.
Kirby.
But
Yeah, we talked
Kirby
about
was the
Kirby.
next thing we talked about.
Do we think a new Kirby character?
Well, the latest game was kind of a success for the Switch, and
Yeah. I'm wondering if it
and
was released too late to really make a difference, though.
yeah, let's put a dugout character for Kirby.
Okay. Do we want Waddle Dee or Magalore? Or Marks?
I would pick Waddle Dee or Marks.
Okay, I'll put Waddle Dee because that seems to be the more popular requested one. What did I just do? Did I paste? No, there we go. In the dugout or on here?
Yeah, dugout
Okay,
for now.
The Waddle's are gonna stab the prince there.
I'll fight you.
I'll get him before you.
I will murder you for a spot and smash.
A D is not just a dog to a prince.
Okay, people are. Oh, wow, we've got a lot of good comments in here. Kirby ain't got a villain rep yet. DDD is mostly a villain.
Yeah.
Like, DDD is. Okay, I just wanted to briefly talk about DDD here. DDD strikes me as like a playground bully. Who's like, oh, I'm gonna steal your lunch money, and yeah, I'm just gonna sit here with all my goons that don't actually like me, they're just afraid of me. And Kirby's just like, hey man, stop that. And he like either tells on him or like shakes him down and gets the lunch money back. But then afterwards, like the next day, Kirby goes up to DDD and is like, hey, you want to sit with us at lunch? Here, have a milk box.
What? Me?
That's their entire relationship, I think.
As seen in countless webcomics. I think regarding his status as villain, he's definitely a friend of Kirby's and definitely has been a supporting role in a lot of games. But if you think about him legacy-wise, he's very iconic as a boss battle.
Yeah.
So he's villain rep.
Yeah, I think they're talking more in regards to like Magalore or
Recent.
Marks.
Marks is playable character now in
And
Kirby.
what is this? Zero says, good villain rep, Dark Matter Blade from Kirby's Dream Land 2. What?
That's not playable character.
I don't
but
know what
boss
that
would be
is.
great.
I'm sure he's very cool. I have not played that game though, so I'm sorry. I have failed you. Yeah, Quark says there's no iconic Kirby villains other than like DDD, and he's not that bad a person.
Marks is pretty iconic, I think.
Okay, so that's Kirby. Well, yeah, Waddle Dee's there in case we need him. What else have we talked about?
Well, next up was Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze that we talked about.
Okay, we already have Dixie here. You know what? And I didn't do it earlier, but I'm definitely going to put King K. Rool in the dugout. Did I?
Can you put Cranky in there for me too?
Do you think he has a
I think Cranky over K. Rool, because K. Rool's not been in the recent games.
I think Cranky over Dixie even, but I understand that that's not a shared opinion.
Okay, I'll put Cranky in there for you guys.
Thank you.
Like, I'm not saying it can't happen, and I think they could do some cool stuff if they did that, but okay.
You saying I'm too old?
Then our
Dixie has been. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say she's been playable in as many games as Donkey Kong, but I don't think that's true.
the next up is level 5.
Oh shoot, yeah. Do we want Leighton or Jabanian or that other kid?
Nathan is his name.
Is it?
And
Are you sure about that?
I think we can put Leighton on the roster, Nathan on the dugouts.
Really? You're thinking Leighton like Shuin?
No, okay, you're right. I realize we're getting kind of filled up on the roster here.
Because
I
yeah, we have
don't know.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots left unless we make more cuts.
Yokai Watch has been a lot more hot lately, but Leighton's been in the game a bit longer. So I don't know between the two of them. What do you think, chat?
Belugi says Yokai Watch more likely, but Leighton preferred. Remember, neither is an option. You could say none.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I definitely think they've made it to the dugout.
Okay, I can put both of them in the dugout then. I'm gonna need a bigger dugout. Oh my. I have like a whole other page that's filled with a whole bunch of characters. Okay, what do we talk about next?
Next we talked about Flam Blam.
Blam Blam. Oh, right. Okay, in this one, I have my prediction of what I think is likely.
Yeah.
Falshane's not here, so we can save time.
Kick him in while he's down.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, he's sick.
So
I'm
sick
sorry.
today.
Okay, so I'm thinking that this character is going to be in.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a shoo-in.
Isn't that a? Oh, I get it.
Yeah. We're saying Tiki. People are saying rude things. I think we talked quite a bit about Lynn and how she's like the most popular character ever.
Right. She's not a recent character, which is hurting her. We can dugout her.
I'm definitely gonna put Lynn in the dugout.
Did we ever get confirmation? I know in the episode we asked the chat to say like, do you know if she's popular? Let me check that episode.
Yeah, people want Hector, Tiki. Yeah, there's so many Fire Emblem characters, so many great characters in that series. But yeah, I definitely think once we learn more about Fire Emblem Switch, then we'll know more about. I guess that's kind of obvious. We'll know about more about Smash then, because it's going to be in the same presentation probably.
Yeah. E3.
E3.
Next up, we talked about Ubisoft, and we've already got Rayman on our roster. So.
They got Rayman and his pet Rabbit, or is it Rabbit and his pet Rayman? We'll never know. Whatever it is, I'm uncomfortable.
Now, our next episode was our everything first party episode.
That's right. Shoot. And we went through a lot.
But the most important that we discussed was Metroid.
Metroid.
There was some villain character, I don't know who they are.
Hey, there's my friend. You missed the switch spot. Accidentally put him in the
Metroid.
dugout. You gotta. It's okay. It's not too. It's a little embarrassing that you missed like that, but you can fix him. You can put him up there.
He's gonna be gnawing Lynn's face off.
His wing is broken out of the dugout. Be free, Ridley.
Get up there!
No.
He goes in the penalty box for being too big.
No,
Wait, hang on. I've got it. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so it looks like we've got about two more characters left, we'll say.
Alright.
Okay, but seriously,
You made your point.
we have fun here.
We do.
And that's probably too small. There we go. Oh, there we go. You can tell when everything lights up. Okay, so before talking about Silex, yeah, we did talk about Silex and Prime 4. I think we just don't know enough about Prime 4 to make a call on that yet. Okay, but do you want Ridley here? You want Ridley?
Yes, I do.
Okay, fine. Put freaking Ridley there.
Jay, yeah.
Likely enough to be up in there, but
You'd think that Takumaru is more likely than Ridley, the iconic and heavily requested villain for Metroid, a major selling game.
Yes.
Yes.
Because of the size thing.
Crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
I mean,
I know, but realistic though.
Yeah, realistically, Ridley.
They both have R's. I mean, of course. All right, never mind.
I mean, Rob was apparently more likely. Shulk, more likely.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Pac-Man makes sense. He's paid his dues.
But he's not Nintendo. I don't understand.
Pac-Man is one of the most iconic, well-known fictional characters in the world.
He can go wherever he wants. He has an all-access pass.
He really does at this point. All right, who else did we talk about? We talked about Star Fox. We put Wolf in there already.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we all agreed that Wolf was pretty much the only likely character.
Yeah. Unless they made the little bird robot a character.
Little bird robot?
He's talking about the transformation for your R-Wing.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I still haven't played a Star Fox game, so.
Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Yeah.
We're not getting a new F-Zero rep.
No.
Wouldn't think so.
No.
We went quickly through a bunch. Oh, we didn't talk about Xenoblade.
Oh, right. I almost played one of those games.
Chat, do you think we're getting a new Xenoblade character?
This reporter says no.
This
Well-
reporter says, well.
I know there's a whole convoluted thing where a lot of the characters are just weapons for the main character, but the main character's not that popular. I don't know.
Let's see. Does he get, I guess, Dugout Pyra? Zero also says Dugout Pyra. Gomez says, doubt the new Xenoblade rep unless they replace Shulk. I don't think Shulk is getting replaced. I really don't see that happening. Because no other characters in the Xeno series have abilities like Shulk. With the arts and all that.
No one.
Okay, I can... In fact, I think I have... Yeah, I have like a threesome here.
Hmm?
This is like Rex, Pyra, and this strange mystery character who I don't know.
And the dugouts have been filled out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we can
No
make...
more characters
we-
can enter the dugout.
We can
Wait,
dig. We can
wait.
dig deeper. We gotta dig a little
The
deeper.
form is growing.
Hang on. In fact, let me just move y'all, and then
This is the a nice little program.
This is Google Drawing.
Google Draw. Okay.
All right. Other Nintendo characters. Ryu. I know there's one that you like. Do you think he's likely?
Yes, there is one that I like.
Is he gonna happen? Do you think?
He's more likely than most characters.
Okay.
Yeah, Chibi Robo.
Like, do you
I think that'd be fun.
do you want to put him in?
Duggouts are fine for now. We can
Okay.
upgrade him.
Yeah, this is like the whole point of the dugout is once if we run out of stuff up here, we can like start moving people up. I don't think Andy or Isaac or Ray really stand
What
a
about
chance.
that girl next door living in a haunted mansion? You better know her name.
Oh,
Because it's
shoot.
Ashley.
Oh, it's
Oh!
Ashley.
Oh. She has a lot of people wanting her in there, so.
I'll
see it.
put her in the dugout. Why did I use sports metaphors for these? None of us like sports.
I was trying to play into it a little bit earlier, but I didn't know enough references to actually carry on the joke.
No.
Well, we're definitely pitching ideas, so it's
what-
working.
Kudos.
One thing I did bring up was a new me type, and I think this is kind of possible, actually.
Right. So you'd count that in the numbers for. I mean, you counted the Mii Fighter separately, so I guess you would.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put the me magician or me spellcaster or me mage, whatever you want to call it, over here. In case we feel like we want to have a new me type.
That'd be a good one, I think.
Do we have any more first-party characters we want to talk about?
Probably not. Jay?
I don't know what constitutes first party, so.
That's fair.
You mean on a technical level or just case by case?
Oh, this is unrelated, but I just found this game in a GameStop used for like $4 or $5. Look at him.
What
It's
is
this
that?
guy.
What?
Oh, Project Steam. Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Code name Steam.
Oh yeah, Codename Steam. I don't. It had Abraham Lincoln in it.
And a mech.
What?
Giant mecha pilot Abraham Lincoln.
I thought it looked pretty cool, but then I saw a gameplay of it, and
It's an
Changed my
RTS. No, a turn-based strategy.
yeah.
Oh.
A TB.
If it was an RTS, it'd be all over it.
Okay, sorry, I just saw that on my other thing, and I thought I'd
Yeah.
bring it up. All right, okay, so this is where things are gonna get weird. Third parties. We already
Yeah,
have.
the episode has not aired yet.
No, it has not. So this is gonna be strange. We already have Rayman.
Right. Well, it was a divisive episode, but a lot of the naysayers for certain characters are not in this call right now.
This is true. This is true.
And I know who I felt was the most likely third-party newcomer, not from
Oh,
an existing
is
series.
it the one that I might have brought up?
Yeah.
Is it from a very popular, best-selling ever game?
One of the most best-selling games of all time, in
Oh,
fact.
yeah. Is it our good man Steve?
Yes, hello, Steve.
So,
Oh man, I'm sad that you guys haven't heard the episode yet because some members of our call did not think Steve should even be considered for the game.
whereas we think that it's very possible. So, do you want to put Steve in the actual prediction since they're not here?
Yeah, I do. I
So,
think
yeah.
it'd be a
Steve.
very wise choice of Nintendo.
It's a Microsoft character? It is, but like, so what?
Yeah, Ryu is Namco.
Well, Bandai Namco was making the game, Jay.
Wait, did he say Ryu is Namco?
Yeah,
This,
yeah, you
this,
did.
Oh, okay.
This is why I don't speak a lot during these
Okay.
discussions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's talking about the wizard guy, right? With the yellow hat. Ryu, Ryu from Bandai Namco.
Oh, Yes. He wears
Yeah.
galoshes too, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool.
There are other third-party characters that had a pretty good chance, and they should be dug out in the least, namely Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon.
Okay, yeah. From Activision.
Oh, Spyro would be cool.
Oh, yeah, we are running out of room again in this dugout.
Well, maybe
Make
it's
it
time to upgrade
taller.
someone. Maybe we should pull someone from the dugout.
Who?
Well, onto the roster or into the death bin?
No, into the roster.
Okay. Is there anyone?
Who is the most likely character that we've got in the dugouts right now?
Cranky.
Cranky? No.
I legitimately think of all these, Cranky.
Really? Yeah, I mean, I think he's top 5. I think we'd be looking at.
Is there anybody from the penalty box who think could come back, or can we just get rid of that?
Actually, I do think that the clones that you suggested getting cut, Lucina and Dark Bit, I think that they probably are going to be around still.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna. Hang on. I'm just gonna take all this and move it down. No. Move it down.
Goodbye, box.
Move it down slowly. There we go. Get out of here.
And there's more room.
Yeah, more room for the dugout. We can put them there.
Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna throw out that Toad should get upgraded.
Toad, really? Not Waluigi?
All right. I vote for Toad. Who votes between Toad and Waluigi? Who do we vote for?
But if I'm trying to think of who's more likely, that's honestly pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Jay, you gotta vote. Waluigi or
I
Toad?
feel like everyone wants Waluigi, but there's some kind of stigma against him that Nintendo has. I don't know what it is. So I think Toad's more likely, though everyone would prefer Waluigi.
Yeah, I would also prefer Waluigi, but Toad I think's gotta have a higher chance.
But I don't get it. I don't understand their thinking of why that is.
So, is this what we're doing?
Deciding vote seems to be Wander.
I'm looking at the chat.
No, that was 2 votes for Toad actually. Yeah, so Toad, bring him up there.
Ascend him!
Okay. I guess Toad. Weird little weirdo.
Well, what about Daisy, though? I mean, we had her in the episode with Toad and Waluigi.
Yeah, we did talk about her, but there's a reason she's not in the dugouts right now. She
Yeah.
knows what she did.
All right, let's go back
Is she
to
not in tennis?
third-party characters. We have Crash and Sparrow over here.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to upgrade one?
1.
It's hard to pick between the two, though.
Yeah,
It's not officially confirmed that Spyro's going to be on the Switch yet.
but it's
Yeah, that's what I'm
Technically, we should
thinking.
lean towards Crash.
but it's
That's
like
what I'm thinking.
the Spyro trilogy is obviously coming to Switch.
Yeah.
It is
yeah,
definitely
so-
going to, but the fact that it hasn't been announced yet.
But maybe
I
they're
could
waiting
think
to
that.
announce the Spyro trilogy on Switch so that they can announce Spyro and Smash. Think about that.
You get your first game on Switch in the exact same day you make it into Smash.
Well, Spyro games have been on Nintendo platforms before, not Switch, but like GameCube
Game Boy?
and Wii. Game Boy, GameCube, Wii.
There was not a Spyro on GameCube.
Was Skylanders?
There was.
Okay,
There was.
I
what
feel
was
like there was.
it? I'll look
I'm
it
not
up.
sure. I mean, the Skylanders series.
Yeah, Skylander. Okay. It's a tough pick.
I'm gonna put them both there. So it's gonna be
Put 'em both.
one or either or.
Okay, that's
Not
fair.
you. Okay, so it's gonna be one or the other.
Nada said, am I saying that right? Nada? He says, at Ryu, there was a Spyro game on GameCube, Enter the Dragonfly, the worst game.
Okay,
That's it.
the worst game.
Oh, dang, I even streamed that one. forgot.
All right, any other third parties? I don't even remember what we decided on then.
Would Lloyd Irving be considered third party?
Yes. Well, would he be considered?
Well, he made it as a costume, so I think he's like within the solar system of Smash now. He's on the board.
Right, on the board.
I don't know
I'm
if he really has any clout to get in.
You want to put him on the board?
I feel like there are certain third-party characters to put in the dugouts just for honorary titles, but aren't actually considered for playable.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, but not.
I'm going to put a couple of characters in the dugout that we can talk about real quick. One is Monster Hunter, which is a thing that exists.
It would be pretty cool. I mean, they have a lot of cool movesets and weapons they could use.
And the other one, what was the other one? The other one was, I don't even know which character to put. I'm going to put this one. Because I'm silly. Hello.
Ow!
Because I love
want
him.
to see it fight. I want to see it fight Kirby. I want to see how that would go.
Like, hang on, I'm going to make him a little bigger. And how do I rotate? I gotta flip. Where's that? There we go. Okay. There. There we go. Hello. All right.
But I guess another standout third-party character that we talked about in the episode that is not up here right now, Dark Souls Man.
Dark Soulsman?
Yeah.
Want to put Dark Soulsman? Where did I put Dark Soulsman? I know he's on here. That's not Dark Soulsman, that's Pyramid Head. Yeah, you got something to say? You got something to say?
I'm trying to form an idea.
Oh, I don't have Dark Soulsman on here.
Oh,
I have this Dark Soulsman. This is not the Dark Soulsman I'm thinking of, but he'll do.
Right.
He's the one from the episode, so it matches. This doesn't feel smashy, but I guess up to this point, Ryu from Namco didn't feel smashy. So the doors are
Bayonetta.
opening. Yeah, oh god, Bayonetta! Wow, I still can't believe it, honestly. Like all the
You
rules
don't
are out, so
believe
sure.
that Bayonetta is a popular character amongst gamers?
No, I just believe she's of a certain demeanor of which does not usually fit into Smash.
Don't believe that
Stature,
since she had
perhaps.
2 games on the Wii U, that she would be very easy to port over animations for.
Right, but she's got that booty, and the booty doesn't really fit with anyone else's booty in that game.
Except,
Oh, I
Wario's?
think I gotta say this.
I was gonna say Zero Suit, but yeah, Wario has the booty.
Oh, I guess that's true.
The Brawl roster in general was pretty horny.
Yeah.
Any other third-party
Oh
characters
yeah,
you
we
wanna
got.
talk about?
Just look at this brawl roster. We got. And no, we got the skin tight suit. We got the booty. We got Buff Boy. He wasn't very buff in brawl though. Got this horny little monkey. DDD's messed up. You know that.
I'm sorry, I've opened. this
Skipped over Sonic.
conversation.
Oh, I mean, it goes without saying.
Yeah, all right. So maybe.
And based on people's avatars on YouTube, I think Lucario qualifies.
No. So I guess in all the doors have been open for any character, so I guess Dark Soulsman. I just don't know how. I don't know, it just feels weird to me. Maybe I'm just getting too old.
I don't know.
Not polygony enough.
I don't even know where we got sidetracked.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was a strange sidetrack. Well, this is about as far as we've gotten in Smash Talk, even in the Umbridge episode.
So are there any? I think that's probably most of the suggestions that we've had, unless the chat has any more suggestions of characters that aren't on here yet. We're seeing Phoenix.
I don't think it's gonna make it, but just for the honorary title, can you dug out Shovel Knight for me?
No.
Yeah. I think Shovel Knight would be fun.
Is this Shovel Knight?
Yeah. Supposed to
Yeah.
be kind of fun to beat up.
There-
on
there he is,
Shovel
Shovel
Knight.
Is that Shovel Knight?
Wait, who is that?
That's Max from Scribblenauts.
Oh, is it? It's so small I can't tell.
Have you ever
There
played
you
the
go.
game Drawn to Life?
Yeah.
Oh, the not Ash Ketchum kid. I've seen him before.
Yes, this is.
But he's not from Drawn to Life.
This
That
is-
kid's just blonde.
This is Lisa from the game Lisa.
This is why I don't say things in these episodes. Oh, dang it. All right, so that
We're
kid's
gonna
cool.
stay here until you get it. Who is this Ash Ketchum looking?
I don't know. I know he has like a similar tiny sprite game where he
This is Meat
Okay,
Boy.
if you don't know him by name, can you at least identify him?
This
by
is Meat Boy from The
theory?
Binding of Isaac.
You can
No,
you can form a theory as to who he is in the future after he dies, and his skin kind of melts off his body and leaves him a skeleton.
This is Sans
Then-
Undertale.
Then who is he?
I don't even know what series he's from. I've just seen him in screenshots. I legitimately have no idea. Not
Did
a
we make a
single
Binding
good
of
guess.
Isaac joke yet?
Yes, he did. If you gave me 3 titles, one of which is the correct one, I can see if I can pick it out of that.
Okay, it means I needed to come up with 2 fake titles. Okay, so your choices are FTL, Faster Than Light.
Okay.
Ryu, come up with another one.
Quote from Cave Story.
Right, and
Wouldn't it just be Cave Story?
what?
Isn't the game just called Cave Story?
Yeah,
Or is it-
there's a game called Cave Story.
Oh, okay.
And the third one is Braid. Which is it? Is it FTL, Cave Story, or Braid?
Oh, I thought I was gonna know. FTL? No!
So you get 1 red X, 3 strikes and
Oh.
you're out. You have 2 choices
There's only
left.
3 to pick from! Cave Story?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a quote from Cave Story.
Well, Luke,
Oh.
told you in the chat.
Oh, well, I thought that'd be cheating if I looked at the chat at this point.
It would.
Yeah, that would be cheating. Good boy. All right, he's gonna shoot Dark Soulsman in the face.
He has his hands up. No, please wait!
Hands in the air. Are we
And the
done?
clown's looking the other way. I see nothing of this!
We still have 2 more. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Oops.
two more spaces. Unless we make another cut, then we got 3.
Do we want to put Lucina and Dark Pit back in?
I don't. Lucina just doesn't stand out enough at all, really.
Put one of them. Put them together in a slot, and then they'll
Which one?
Lucina and Dark Pit. Put them together.
Okay.
Amaterasu. Be cool, but. I
But
don't
yeah.
know if
Oh yeah.
I would
Amaterasu or
watch it.
Bomberman?
Bomberman, I can see. He did get a Switch game.
Well, I'll put Bomberman. Thing
But
is,
I
he's
will
owned
never
by
play as him.
Konami now. I think we're not supposed to talk about Konami.
Because the only Konami game I really remember is Metal Gear Solid, so I don't know the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I see about 5 dugout characters that I think could
Oh
be
yeah.
upgraded.
Forgot the most likely Konami character.
Nah,
Ah! No!
pass.
Hard pass.
Yeah, I definitely think there's 5 dugout characters that could make it up there.
Who are they?
It's, Waluigi,
Okay.
Cranky Kong,
Okay.
Me Mage,
Okay.
getting hard now. But
Bomberman.
Don't just talk about that.
I'm gonna say Chibi Robo.
Okay.
That's probably heart speaking more than brain. But
I
Go
think
for it.
Waddle Dee has a pretty good chance. too.
yeah, Waddle Dee would be the less. Or Yokai. Damn it.
That is
Waddle
exactly
Dee.
a 0 art style.
Waddle Dee. All right.
Uh-huh.
Those are your 5. Okay, so
Those are the 5 I think are the most likely. Yeah.
this
of
is
the-
what I'm gonna throw you guys some bones.
No. I mean, what?
Oh.
Wait.
Okay. Well, hang on.
I see.
All right, this changes everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
no.
throwing you a curveball at the last minute here.
Well. Okay. If you're gonna do it like this,
Who do you think?
then we can.
Do you think any of these characters
move.
could be DLC instead of starting roster
Yeah. Fire Emblem Switch.
as DLC?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Wolf is DLC.
Wolf has DLC. Okay, that they brought back a lot of veterans in the last DLC. That's fair. So that means we can put. Who do you think? Which of these do you think will be starter? Waluigi.
Yeah.
Okay. This music is not helping my mental state. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
No.
What is this?
I
Mage.
started the
This
same
is the
play
shop
structure
theme from
behind.
Triforce Heroes.
Put me Mage back in the base game.
Basically, oh yeah. Any other DLC characters?
We can put Lucina and Pitu down there.
You think? Well, I feel like if they're not going to be in the base game, then they'll just be alternate costumes.
Well,
That's fair.
Lucas ended up being cut from the base game and added in DLC.
Robert Korg is being very insistent on Amaterasu.
I
I
don't know.
don't-
They only have a remake of the same game, not a new game.
I mean, I love Okami, but I feel like if we're going to get any more Capcom characters, I think it would be Monster Hunter. Again, we talk about these characters at length in our upcoming discussion.
Okay, Chad seems to disagree that Lucy and Pit would be DLC, dark DLC.
The darkness. Yeah, I'm thinking if they're not base roster, like if they're not in the roster, then they'll be alternate costumes, which then they wouldn't make sense for DLC.
Now,
Okay.
should we have a alternate costume category?
So I'm actually gonna put you up here, and then move. Boom, boom.
Yeah. So
Oh,
one thing to consider is that DLC characters, you can sell them in packs to get some of the more obscure characters in there, but you have to have big news in order to get people to open up their wallets for additional content.
yeah,
So I think you move Spyro and Crash down to the DLC corner.
yeah. Spyro or Crash, that is. So there, Crash was holding hands with G-Dub. Okay. So who's up? Waddle Dee? Stab.
Yeah.
There we go. He's currently stabbing Toad in the head.
In before
Okay,
you.
all right. It's an unconventional move on Ryu-chan's part.
Yeah.
However, Dark Souls Man up to DLC.
Oh, Dark Soulsman, not any of these other characters?
Yeah, Dark Souls Man DLC.
Oh. That's bold move there from Ryu.
You know, I'm just looking at this roster and getting giddy because I would so much love for this to be it.
Yeah.
I can see Bomberman as DLC.
Oh wait, I forgot. We're still considering Cranky and Chibo.
Oh,
Yeah, considering them. I don't know that we can get Cranky and Dixie, so
Yeah, that's fair.
under those conditions, gotta move them down.
Would Chibo be DLC?
I
don't.
He could be.
I don't.
I don't-
It doesn't feel like DLC material to me. I don't know.
No. If we could switch someone down, and I don't know who. Oh geez, can we cut Corrin?
You want to cut Corrin? Do you
I
think
want
that's going?
to.
Do you think it's going to
I don't know
happen?
that it's wise.
Do you think that's going to happen?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Do you think any more of these characters will be cut? Mario, definitely. Mario's out of here. Go, get
Yeah.
it.
Hell yeah, don't need him.
Had his time in the sun.
Yeah.
He was the game's training wheels. We don't need it.
Yeah.
Basically just a vehicle for Cappy.
Yeah.
We could get rid of Duck Hunt, but that's just because I want him gone.
No, Duck Hunt's not going anywhere. It's one of the best-selling games on the NES. You don't like Duck Hunt?
Such an annoying character.
But it had a peripheral. I thought you'd be all over that.
Had a what?
A peripheral.
An additional. It came with the laser gun.
Okay, well, yeah, but I never had a NES as a kid. I only got up to this NES.
Yeah. Anybody in there who thinks that Wii Fit Trainer's gonna get cut? Yeah, I don't think so.
No. Okay. All right. Yeah. So
Pikachu.
we've got to make room for Chibi Robo. We've got it somewhere. We've got to find it.
Do you?
We have to shoot
do
one of
we-
you!
Is Chibo a shoe-in?
I think they ended it in the brawl.
Oh boy.
Wait, no. Chibo.
Put Ridley in DLC. Put Ridley in DLC.
Oh, there. Oh wait, that's not right. Ridley as DLC. See that I could buy.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, provided.
Now Chibi's open.
I don't think
He
it's gonna be
shoots. He scores.
I
let
still
me
don't really
just,
agree with Dark
No,
Dark
I
Souls.
think I have a way to save it. Let me just send you an image here in just a second.
Ryu scored.
Yeah. Now, all right. So, Smash for Wii U, the DLC had 3 returning veterans. We've
Yes.
only included 1 returning veteran.
Right.
But the way I see it, we've at least got 1 more opening in DLC.
Yes, if you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there were 7 DLC characters.
Can you have GB Robo holding that thing I just put into the Discord there, Wander?
Oh, wait. I can add to this even further.
Why?
Okay.
Why is there a
It's-
shoe iron?
Well, it's not exactly a shoe iron.
A shoehorn.
A shoehorn. Shoehorn.
Yeah.
People
'cause
should
Ryu's-
keep it up for
Ryu's trying to
state.
shoehorn
I was
GB
thinking
Robo
that, like,
into the
between,
game.
like, Chibo and Solaire, I was remembering that tweet where Chibi Robo was doing the salute the sun while on fire.
No, yeah, that's exactly. I was googling that right now, saying I was about to add to your roster.
I'm just gonna keep adding to the dugout.
Oh yeah, who's on those mysterious panes that we can't see? That's like left to talk about.
Clearly, no one who's going to make the list.
Right, basically. There's a lot of characters on here, not a lot of whom are, you know, happening.
Likely.
Possible. Here. We have... Okay, I've got it. This is the true final roster. We've got Discun. We've got
I don't even know who you are.
Nestor from Nintendo Power Magazine.
What are you? Looks like a round-faced Pinocchio.
And Nintendog.
Okay, are you able to flip images?
Yes, I think.
Flip the dog.
Rotate, flip horizontally. Why?
Yes, get that ball, doggy. Get that ball. Got it. So, no.
I'm looking at this roster. I think it looks pretty darn good. I'm trying to
Me
think of
too.
who we can put in one more DLC character, probably.
Thinking third party, first party.
How do you feel, Jay?
Well, I think that's all I have. I mean, it could be fun to talk about who we think might be Mii Fighter costumes, but I think that would just reshuffle this whole thing.
Yeah.
Some people really want Bomberman.
All right. Well, throw
Listen,
in Bomberman.
hey, you really want Bomberman. I really want this handsome man.
Oh,
right.
He escaped my mind.
Simone.
Oh, when we get Toomba? Sorry.
Okay, that was good. I'll give you that one.
Oh yeah.
Man, you gotta talk more in the less chats, Jay. This is good stuff.
I don't usually have room as someone's the actual good quality content. I don't want to add in stupid.
We have
You're
Simon's
supposed to
lower
interrupt
half.
people.
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Okay. Oh shoot, you're right, people. Hang on.
No one
Okay, chat.
explodes?
Chat, whole chat collectively. If you can vote on one person from the dugouts right now to upgrade to DLC, and it has to be. It's based on likeliness, not just on pure heart. What do you want?
Bombermans pop up. Quote.
Here we go. The true Simon.
That's-
The true Simon.
Okay.
How did that get passed?
We have 2 Ashleys, a quote, 3.5 Bombermans, an orange cat.
Is Orange Cat Banjo-Kazooie?
No,
No.
it'd be Giovannian
Oh,
Or Garfield.
impressed.
or Garfield.
Hey, I put him in Super Sunshine.
Yeah,
Or-
he's been on a Nintendo game. He's been in Super Mario Sunshine. If you watch our Let's Play
Or-
series.
The door is open now. I've done it.
Wait, I think if you by not really a fully orange cat, but we got here.
What is that from?
That's from Nintendogs plus cats.
They're an add-on at best.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you back where you came from, or so help me. With the chat voting.
Golly.
The music is from Majora's Mask. It's the milk bar. So I think the chat is voting Bomberman overall.
Yeah, and it's not how I feel, but chat, you gotta vote. Here we go.
Okay, I still don't know about Dark Soulsman.
Really? Dark Souls, huge success. It's becoming
Yeah.
a guest spot on the Nintendo Switch.
Like, I don't know if I feel like it's more likely than Monster Hunter or Dragon Quest.
Okay, alright. You got a point there.
Yeah.
Yes, this Dark Soulsman does have an amiibo. It doesn't really count towards anything, but it's there.
But it could. They could recode it.
Well, I got a lot of victories on this one, so I won't be torn up if you...
Okay. Chat, vote for another one. Who do you think is most likely? We got
I
Eevee,
think Xenoboy should
Excite
get in there.
this Frog Boy, Simon Belmont, Killer Croc,
Old monkey.
My
Old
Grandpa.
Kong, my humanities professor, Dead Cat,
Garfield.
Sword Girl,
Green
yeah,
Lady.
Garfield, Harem Anime, Pants, Dark Soulsman. We got
Killer of monsters.
yeah.
Duck Hunt Dog.
We got Duck Hunt. got
Happy Squish.
we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze, and Ash Ketchum.
I'm not gonna remember.
Okay, I see quote. I see yokai. I see Monster Hunter or Simon Belmont. I see another yokai.
It seems to be between quote Monster Hunter and
Three yokais I see with my
oh yeah,
periscope.
okay.
So equal votes yokai in quote right now.
All right.
Oh, and maybe Ashley. No, that's from an older vote.
Got a couple of Monster Hunters in there.
Oh, actually, you know what? I counted someone's yokai twice.
Okay.
because they said it twice. So, in actuality, the winner of this vote is Quote.
Quote, really? Okay. I will put him up there then. Okay. I think I'm going to close the ballots now. So between all of us, and again, I have some disagreements. Like, I think, like I've mentioned Monster Hunter and Dragon Quest, which I think are likely, but again, this is a group effort. We are all trying to peer inside the mind of Sakurai. And again, we're keeping Lucina and Dark Pit.
Yes. I don't believe they'll be cut, especially if we have a semi-port situation like we might.
And that's fair. That's a fair guess. So, for our starting base roster, we are guessing Inkling, which we know about, the return of Ice Climbers, ARMS, Dixie Kong, Ubisoft, Wah! Ghost Owl, my waifu,
My husband.
Ryu's husbando, Me Mage, Chibo, Steve? That's how it's pronounced, by the way. Steve? Toad?
Hey, Steve!
Hey, Steve. Hang on. Hey, Steve.
But Steve is that.
Hey, Steve.
Oh,
Toad and
okay.
Muddley. That's our starting roster. And then for DLC, we're going to get a new Framblam. A new Framblam Lord. Doggo. An Activision character. Quote. Like some kind of indie character, maybe. Riddles. And Explosion Man. J. Hero of Bombs.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to hold you to this, chat and friends and me. This is what's going to happen. This is okay. A Steve can go. That was too much effort for a bad joke.
To cover our butts. There's gonna be one character in the entire game that's not even like talked about in this poll.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the surprise.
Yeah, that was like I was mad at myself for not thinking of Duck Hunt.
Wii Fit Turner
Yeah.
just came out of left
Yeah.
field.
Well,
and
Luigi
it makes so
says,
much sense now that it's here.
Don't hold this to me. I disagree with too much of this. And yeah, I don't know about a lot of this. This is all guesswork and having fun. We're just here to have fun, yo.
If
This
we were
is-
to all make our own individuals, we'd feel safer. But we gotta kind of pool our decisions
Right.
together. And this is the representing challenge approaching those of us who are here today.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's where we're going to leave it with this group right here. And I will see you on the other side. I think I'm good with that. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Can we get Reggie up there?
I'll miss you, Lloyd.
Oh, people want Reggie.
I've seen so many characters here that I would just cream over. So yeah, I'm pretty
Gross.
happy.
I guess.
Okay.
Speaking of characters I could cream over.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Wait, no, I've got it. This is being replaced by the true son, young Reginald. Good night, everybody.
Good night.